It's Tuesday morning, May 15th, 2018, here in Little Prairie, Wisconsin. Weather is improving. We're finally getting spring. We've had a lot of rain. I think 5 inches in the last few days. I've been struggling to mow the lawn. I've got most of it mowed. Have a little patch to mow yet, and to be done with that. But it's been hard for me to get out to even mow because we've had a lot of rain and trying to squeeze that into my schedule. So it's a lot different than the snowy video I had a month earlier. Anyways, I saddle on my pipe organ blower. Now, if I can make it in here without breaking my neck, here is a resale shop find. I saw this and thought, oh, it just came in fact, when I was there, and I thought, I gotta snatch this up. Very nice Scott turntable. It's on my bench for a checkout. It is a PS97XV. Looks like very nice. Direct drive. It's quartz controlled, or you can turn it off and then use the vernier controls. But it is quartz controlled. 2-speed, 45-33. You have a choice of repeating the record or just playing it one time. You can reject, play. And it looks like an overall somewhere in some range of the higher end turntables. That's why I acquired it. Nice detachable head shells, so you have the choice of using other head shells on it with different cartridges and stylus. You have anti-skate, and of course the counterbalance stylus pressure counterweight. It has a SONUS cartridge on it, and from what I understand, they bottom out if you've got if you've got a record that's maybe slightly warped, or there's some undesirable things about a SONUS cartridge. But we're going to find out how well this one works. I've got it hooked up to my bench testing for cassettes and other devices. It's in the phono input test cable that I ran out. This is my Fisher bench testing stereo, and it's playing through a couple of itty bitty realistic bookshelf speakers, cheapies, a Radio Shack. But you know, surprisingly, those speakers don't sound all that bad for what they are. Anyways, I'm going to pop a record on this thing in a while. I'm going to check the stylus pressure. I think it should be about 2 or 3 grams. I'm not sure, but I'm going to check the stylus pressure, and then I'm going to put this Zenith collector's item record on and see how this thing plays. Couple things I've noticed. The locking mechanism for the tone arm is busted, so it doesn't actually lock it down. The other thing is I noticed that I don't think the damping action's working real well on the cueing lever, but here we are. Let's just see what I've got this thing set to. .6 grams. I think I looked this up the other day. I was looking up SONUS cartridges, and I think that was the recommended stylus pressure, 1.6. So Move this over here. Okay, I'm all set to play this record. Let's see what this does. Well, I hear rubber. Made some rubber squeaking sounds. Well, it's got good stereo separation. I don't think that sonic cartridge is too bad. I don't have a microscope to look at it. I should get one. In fact, I'm going to have to look into getting a microscope of some sort to look at stylus wear. It's on, I have the quartz on, and I don't know, let me turn the light off. I don't know if my camera will pick this up. But it's rock solid on the strobe. Rock solid. Now let me try reject. I don't know if you can hear that, but there is definitely a rubber rubbing sound. And I don't know if, taking this thing apart to see what's all involved in that, I don't know if it's really worth it to me to do that. I can certainly manually cue it. I've been playing LPs on turntables for most of my life, so I know how to do that without wrecking the record. So I don't know if it's worth it, but now the next thing is now that I own this, what do I do with it? I have turntables, but what I don't have is I don't have a turntable on my front room system, which is the old Denon surround system that came out of my Dreamland home theater. That's in my front room now, and I don't have a turntable on it. So maybe this is a good candidate to go out there. I don't see much else wrong with it. Because it's got I can put different head shells on it. I'm thinking I could really get a fairly decent high-end cartridge mounted on a head shell to use for my best records. I have some LPs that are very good, and use maybe this one or another one for lesser quality records that are not in the best of shape. But anyways, that concludes this. This is a resale shop find. Very nice Scott PS97XV turntable.